You may recall that late last year I went down to Texas for the national media launch of Kia's newest sedan, the K4, ostensibly replacing the Forte in their lineup as the new entry-level model. But now I have the K4 here on my home turf, and I've got it for an entire week where I can really get to know it better. On these press junkets, when you're out with different trim levels for only one day, you can miss a couple of things. Now, obviously, if you watch the video, you know that my impressions were very, very positive of this car, and that continues to be true here. I've learned a little bit more, so I thought I would just check back in with you guys and give you an update on the K4 as a reminder that if you are shopping for a sedan in that low 20s to very low 30s price range, you have got to put this one on your shopping list because it follows Kia's MO of the power to surprise, if you will, giving you so much more car for the money than you would ever expect. So this here is the GT line turbo with the 1.6 liter engine, 190 horsepower. You get a real 8-speed automatic transmission here as well, as opposed to the CVT in the non-turbocharged model. And this one also comes with an independent rear suspension. So let's start it up. You've got this very big screen in here, of course, very premium, and all of the colors and touch points and designs here continue that same theme from the outside of how on earth am I getting this much car for the money, right? It's just so well executed. Very, very impressed. Now, a little bit of the screen here, because it is just one long screen, gets cut off by the right-hand side of the steering wheel where some of the climate controls are set. But that's really just a minor complaint. And this one is absolutely loaded. You not only get, with the technology package, which is an option, you get heated and ventilated seats with memory settings. You have the wireless charge pad here. You've got a real physical camera button off the screen with an excellent camera view. Super high res. And then you've got a sunroof in this one. And perhaps best of all is how spacious this car is. I mean, it's amazing to think back to when I first started this gig in the late 90s. When you got in a small car, it felt small. This is an entry-level car that's considered a compact, and I swear it feels like a large sedan from back in the day. There's just tons of room in here. It's quiet, it is low slung, and it is sporty, but it's also very, very premium. You can even see here in the crevices where you have some changeable ambient lighting as well. Really, nothing was left out of here except for one thing, unless I'm missing it and I do not see it. There is no heated steering wheel, which I find to be somewhat of an odd omission, seeing as how it has just about everything else. Yeah, so these seats are not real leather. They are synthetic, but they look absolutely gorgeous, and they feel really premium too, with the GT line here built right into the seat. It's just so much car for the money that it's really almost impossible to beat. Perhaps impossible to beat. There might be a few models out there that might appeal to you more from a driving perspective, but then they are going to sacrifice on some of the stuff, the goodies, if you will, that you'll be getting with this model. I want to show you the back seat as well. Plus, did you happen to notice where they put the door handle here? Kind of tucked up in a way. So yeah, so even with my seat being back as far as I like it, and I tend to ride pretty far back as the driver, there's just an amazing amount of room. You also get rear vents back here, additional USB ports. You get some netting behind the passenger seat for extra storage. The roof line is pretty low. Not to a detriment, but it's pretty low. I mean, the whole car has that sleek, sporty profile to it. And that, you know, is felt a little bit in here. But, I mean, just look at this. You might think that you were in a Volvo. It's got some Volvo undertones to it, if you will. The sporty pedals, the excellent infotainment system. This has the digital key capability where you can use your phone as a key. Just so much technology packed in here in a car that I've been getting way over the EPA estimate, which is around 29 for the GT line turbo. I've been getting well into the 30s on 87 octane. So again, impressive there. Is there a ton of power here? No. But the drive mode button, which you will find at the base of the steering wheel, which I do like that positioning, allows you to toggle between normal and sport. And normal in this car feels a little bit like an eco mode. It feels a little too reluctant, if you will. Again, another little minor complaint. But the sport mode here is actually quite exciting, and the turbo feels good. It's got some nice handling moves on some sporty tires. It kind of gives you that best of all worlds experience at a price point that normally costs significantly more than this. The premiumness, the luxury factor, a little bit of sport, you know, just kind of gives you a little bit of everything. Super impressive. So let's take a look at the trunk, which does have the smart trunk feature, so you could just walk up to it and it would go up for you. Again, the design, the taillights, just so well done. So yeah, you get this big trunk too. So it certainly is not a small car. So there are lesser trims, like I said. If you do go with the non-turbocharged model, you do miss out on the independent rear suspension. Gas mileage obviously goes up a little bit, and you do miss a little of that zip. I did test drive that car as well. I certainly prefer this as the powertrain. And you know what else is kind of neat? As a basketball fan, I'm a big Celtics fan. You can go in here and you can actually choose different NBA themes now. So Kia has long since been a partner of the NBA, and you can choose different themes like the Celtics or other NBA teams here to personalize all of this. And if I can find that, I will show you. Where did they put that? Is it in screen? Ah, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, you basically scan that QR code there, and you pay them some money, and before you know it, you've got some cool NBA themed gauges. So again, the Kia K4, I've driven it now on the press junket. I've had it up here almost now for a full week. It has all of the features. It has all of the space. It has that curb presence that you wouldn't expect in a car like this. And if you load it all the way up like this for $31,500, you are going to be getting yourself a lot of car for the money. For Test Drive Now, I'm Steve Hammes.